Hey, second grade friends. This is Mrs. Barhorst, and today we're going to do our Saxon phonics time. This is lesson 1. Throughout the year, we will be learning interesting facts about the alphabet. We will play games and activities to help us know it inside and out. Symbols are pictures or drawings that mean something. For example, if you've ever been in your mom and dad or even your grandparents' car, there are symbols on many of the buttons. And that helps the driver know what the buttons are for. Here are some symbols for you to take a look at. Let me give you a minute to do that. I bet some of these symbols are very familiar to you. This symbol over here is the handicapped symbol. Here is the recycling symbol, the restroom symbol. Even numbers, like this number 3, and letters are symbols. In case you don't already know, an alphabet is a set of characters or symbols that represent sounds. For example, this letter B represents the sound B. Just like this represents up here, this restroom sign represents where the restrooms are. The letter B represents the sound B. B, B. Before people used letters to write, they wrote using pictures. Can anyone think of examples of this kind of writing? This kind of reminds me of emojis that you guys use today to express your feelings and your thoughts. But a long time ago in Egypt, they used these pictures and symbols to represent a story or words. And these are called Egyptian hieroglyphics. Down here, they're kind of similar. They're also hieroglyphics, but they're different. These are Native American hieroglyphics. Again, symbols that represent sounds and words. These look a lot tougher. These are Chinese symbols. The Chinese people still use an alphabet, people from China, but it has a lot more symbols than ours. There are very, very many symbols, or a lot of symbols. Chinese is a difficult language to learn because of this. There are about 50,000 symbols in the Chinese alphabet, but only 5,000 symbols are needed for everyday use. Do you know how many symbols or letters are in our alphabet? Our alphabet has 26 letters, and those 26 letters are either a consonant or a vowel. The two types of letters in our alphabet are vowels and consonants. We will be learning more about these soon. The very first alphabet containing both vowels and consonants was invented by the Greeks. The Greek name for A is alpha, and the Greek name for B is beta. The word alphabet comes from the combination of those two letters, alpha and beta, which creates the word alphabet. All modern Western alphabets come from the Greek alphabet. There's also the Roman people, long ago, who used the Greek alphabet to design their own alphabet, which is called the Roman or the Latin alphabet. Many modern, today, languages, including English, use that alphabet. Some people think the Latin alphabet is the easiest to read. The ideal or the easiest alphabet would have one letter with one sound. The Cherokee people, a Native American group, had a system like this. The Sequoyah, a Native American scholar, created a written version of the Cherokee language. He made one symbol for one sound in the language. Having only one symbol for each sound makes language easier to learn. However, even though this type of alphabet is easier to use, most alphabets don't have one letter for each sound. How many letters do we have again? Shout it out loud. You're right, we have 26 letters in our alphabet. But we have at least 40 sounds in our language, and there are over 100 ways to spell those sounds. Even the experts have difficulty agreeing on the number of sounds because of the way the language varies or changes from country to country, and even within a country. Think how different English sounds in Texas compared to how English sounds in Boston, Massachusetts. This is why learning to read and to spell in English can be tricky at times. Let's go ahead and review. Shout it out loud. How many letters are in our alphabet? You're right, 26 letters. And how many sounds are in our English language? At least 40 sounds. We'll be learning more about our language throughout the year. Second grade, I know this is quite a review from first grade, and I bet you already know many of these things. So you're all ready to roll for your second grade phonics year. Thanks so much for listening, friends. Have a great day.